I'm Teresa Cowart with Remax Accent. Welcome to American Dream TV, Savannah Edition. Today, we're in Pooler, Georgia. And Pooler is a bedroom community suburb area of Savannah, Georgia. It has a lot to offer: shops, lots of residential, industry. Some of the finest things that the area has to offer are right here in Pooler. Savannah is known for its history. Pooler has a good bit of history of its own, and today we're going to see some of it. So today we're in what the locals refer to as the Mighty Eight, and I've been here 100 times, whether it's to tour or to come to events, because you guys have the areas that you rent out for special events and types like that, and classrooms. But today I'm going to let Dawn tell us all about the history and what is happening here now.
As you said, we're at the National Museum of the Mighty 8th Air Force. Most people ask why Savannah, Pooler, and that's because the 8th Air Force was founded in Savannah in January of 1942, right after the Pearl Harbor attacks. And so it was 7 guys with no airplanes, and they became the largest air armada the world has ever seen. With reunions and things like that, it's hard to get everybody together where you fought your battles or their sorties. That's because there's no battlefields in the sky. So the 8th Air Force veterans from World War II got together, said, hey, we need a place where we can all get together and have reunions and kind of have our stuff and reminisce and things like that. So they chose Savannah. Obviously not a large enough place in Savannah. Pooler, the city of Pooler offered us the space, and so that's how the museum was built here. And so it's affectionately called the Mighty Eighth by the locals, because that's how we all know it.
That's right.
We're about ready to celebrate our 30th anniversary in 2026. And so at the beginning, lots of reunions with all the 8th Air Force veterans. As the further we get along, more of them passing, but it's a great way to honor and remember and preserve their legacy.
We're going through an expansion that we're going to be able to have more interactive exhibits, more hands-on. We're being able to take things out of the vault that only 6 to 8% of a museum's collection is actually out on the floor. So there's so much that we're going to be able to bring down and help expand telling the stories of these men.
So tell me about this TV series that they did about the 8th. Like, I'm super interested in that, and I'm sure the viewers will be as well.
So last year in 2024, Masters of the Air came out, and that is part of the 3-part series of Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg's Band of Brothers, The Pacific, and then Masters of the Air. And it focused on the 8th Air Force, the 100th Bomb Group specifically, with a couple of key characters. And we say characters, but these are real men. And quite a few that we knew and that were at the museum with us during the process of getting it started. It's based off of Don Miller's book called Masters of the Air that was researched here in our library, in our research center. It was great to highlight the stories. We still have quite a few 8th Air Force veterans that we have come back. They felt that they were right back where they were 80 years ago, and they said that it couldn't have been done any better. We're in our bomber gallery, and this is where the artifacts have been donated by our airmen and their families. And so we have anything from A2 jackets to Purple Hearts to letters from home. We have tons of communication that it shows their experience to it. Lots of times, especially with the POWs, what they made.
I said before, like, that people come to Savannah because it's beautiful and all the history, but there's a group of people who come to Savannah just for this.
Absolutely.
They just take the journey to experience this, and whether it's folks who were actually in this war or their ancestors who want to honor, the ones that came before them, I think it's really special that it's here.
We wholeheartedly agree that we're so glad that we're here. We're glad that we're celebrating 30 years next year. It's so important to not forget.
Right. Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget. Thank you for joining me today in Pooler, Georgia, where we got to experience the incredible Mighty 8th Museum. It's a great place to live, it's a great place to work, it's a great place to play, and obviously a great place to experience. See you next time on American Dream TV, Savannah.